So I just left my corporate full-time job and became a full-time filmmaker, and I couldn't be happier. But let's talk about it. So yep, you heard it. I left my corporate job and I am now a full-time filmmaker. It took 4 months and 16 days. But I'm gonna go grab a coffee and I'm gonna tell you all about how I did it. There's a coffee place on Wrightsville Beach that you're gonna have to check out. It's called The Workshop. Walking distance, so the beach is right there, the coffee shop is right there. It's kind of the hat that I'm wearing right now. Best coffee ever, but we're gonna go inside and grab some coffee. Alright, so if I can attribute my success to anybody or anything, I could break it down into 3 categories: God, prayer, and research. Let's talk about the first one. So I was going to try to shoot this section down at the beach, but it's pretty windy out here, so if you're not hearing all that wind right now, let's try to find a different location. You know what? I don't care if the audio is terrible. We're doing this thing right here, right now. This beach is beautiful, and how appropriate is it to talk about God when you're sitting here marveling His creation? Looks so good. If you're passionate about something in life, the first step is understanding that God is in control of your life. The same God that created this beautiful ocean, the same God that created these beautiful waves, this sand, the birds that are flying above, and this beautiful blue sky, if it's not too blown out. The very same God that can move these oceans, that can move the mountains. If you want to take a risk, place your faith in the very same God that holds your heart, that can move this ocean, that can move the mountains. So this is not the beach. It doesn't look as nice as the beach. This is where I live. I didn't want to finish up the video here because I still have 2 points left, so we're going to quickly talk about them because I have a ton of work to do. So prayer, number 2, and research, number 3. Let's talk about prayer. Alright, I only got a few minutes before those eggs start to burn, so we're just going to talk about it really quick, okay? The second one is prayer. The first year, I just did research. I didn't even start a business. I just did a research for an entire year. Out of that entire year, I prayed almost every day that God would reveal a path, that He would put people in my life that point me in the direction that this is what you're supposed to do. I didn't want to get into videography for the money. And I'm not in this for the money. I'm using videography as a way to help people, as a way to tell their vision. Man, trail mix is the best. Holy cow. I prayed every single day that God would put people in my life that would show me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And praying just in general is a really important part of life. You want to do everything out of love, not out of work. Now, I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but you don't get into videography with the intentions on making a ton of money right when you start. I got into videography because I love doing it and I wanted to help people with it, not because I wanted to make a ton of money. Do things out of love, not out of work. And the third and the last point is research. I spent an entire year only learning marketing, how a business is supposed to run. And after an entire year of research, I kind of narrowed it down to a few key facts that allows you to be successful. And I'll talk about that in another video. But if I have to summarize all of that research into one fact, I would summarize it into this. People do not want to buy a product from you. They want to buy something that helps them. So with videography, you have to provide something that helps them. God, prayer, research. 3 things that I learned to become a videographer in 4 months. Now my eggs are probably burning, so I'm gonna get to that. Life is full of moments. moments of joy, moments of laughter, and moments of love. Sometimes you will never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory.